Gemini. This week feels like standing in the middle of a lightning storm, while the universe whispers secrets directly into your nervous system. And for you, that's both exhilarating and dangerous. Mercury enters your sign at the very start of the week and immediately conjuncts Uranus. Your thoughts accelerate, your intuition sharpens, conversations become strange, fast, revealing, and unpredictable. News arrives suddenly, plans change abruptly. Someone may say exactly what you weren't expecting to hear. And the unsettling part? Part of you already sensed it coming. This is one of the most mentally active weeks you've had in months. Ideas arrive faster than your emotions can process them. You may feel simultaneously inspired and overstimulated. Sleep patterns may become strange. Your mind may replay conversations over and over, searching for hidden meanings. Be careful not to confuse mental motion with emotional clarity, because this week also exposes what you've been avoiding emotionally. Venus enters Cancer, activating your relationship with security, attachment, and self-worth. Underneath all the intellectual movement, there's a quieter, emotional question surfacing. What actually makes you feel safe now? Not distracted, safe. And around May 19th, Mercury trines Pluto while sextiling Neptune, making emotional honesty unusually powerful. A conversation may reveal hidden motives. Someone may finally tell you how they really feel. Or you may suddenly realize you've outgrown a version of yourself you've been trying to preserve. That realization changes things, especially because the Sun enters your sign later in the week and immediately conjoins Uranus. This is a personal reset point. Identity shifts. Direction changes. You may suddenly want different things than you wanted even 2 weeks ago. Do not force yourself to stay loyal to outdated versions of your future. This week is supposed to disrupt certainty, and somewhere around the middle of the week, there's a moment where your emotional defenses crack unexpectedly. Maybe someone sees through you too clearly. Maybe a memory returns at the wrong time. Maybe exhaustion makes honesty impossible to avoid. But Gemini, listen carefully. Not every emotional exposure is a threat. Some exposures are invitations. You've spent so much time adapting to everyone else's expectations that you may no longer notice how often you hide your real emotional reactions beneath wit, intelligence, or movement. But Venus square Neptune later in the week dissolves emotional masks. Fantasy becomes dangerous. Projection becomes seductive. Do not chase emotional intensity simply because it feels cinematic. Look for consistency instead. And financially or professionally, this week may bring a sudden insight about where your energy is being wasted. An opportunity appears quickly, but so does the realization that some options only feed chaos, not growth. Choose what strengthens your future nervous system, not just what excites your current mood. By the weekend, you may feel emotionally different in a way that's hard to explain logically. More awake, more honest, less willing to perform certainty for other people. And honestly, that may be the healthiest thing that's happened to you in a very long time.
Gemini, your tarot card is the Queen of Swords. This is a powerful clarity card for you. The Queen of Swords appears when emotional truth can no longer survive beneath avoidance, distraction, or performance. This week sharpens your perception dramatically. You see patterns faster. You understand motives more clearly. And emotionally, you become less willing to tolerate confusion disguised as charm. Someone may expect emotional access to you without emotional honesty in return. This card says no more. There's also a strong message about boundaries here. The Queen of Swords does not close her heart because she lacks emotion. She protects it because she learned discernment through experience. And Gemini, that may be your lesson this week too. You are allowed to ask difficult questions. You are allowed to require consistency. You are allowed to stop pretending uncertainty feels acceptable when it no longer does. Truth becomes liberating this week, even if it initially arrives painfully.
Gemini, you get hexagram 49, Lake over Fire, Revolution. This is transformation through truth. Hexagram 49 appears when an old identity, belief system, emotional pattern, or life direction can no longer continue unchanged. And for you, this week feels like an internal revolution before an external one. A realization changes your perspective quickly. You may suddenly understand that you've been adapting yourself to environments that no longer fit who you are becoming. That awareness may feel destabilizing at first, but spiritually, it is liberation. Revolution does not always look dramatic externally. Sometimes it begins with one honest sentence: I cannot keep living this way emotionally. And once that truth surfaces, your future begins rearranging itself around it.
Gemini, your rune is Raido. Raido is the rune of direction, journeys, timing, and alignment between inner movement and outer action. This week carries strong turning point energy for you. You are not meant to continue moving through life on autopilot emotionally. Something about your path is shifting now. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or literally. Plans may rearrange themselves quickly, but Raido reminds you that not every detour is a mistake. Some redirections are corrections. This rune also speaks about communication and relational balance. Important conversations this week may help reveal whether a connection is actually moving in the same direction emotionally. And Gemini, the deeper truth here is simple. Movement without alignment eventually becomes exhaustion. This week helps correct that imbalance.
This week asked you to slow down long enough to hear what your spirit has been trying to say beneath the noise. Some truths arrived gently, others arrived suddenly. But all of them were trying to guide you back toward emotional alignment instead of emotional survival. If this reading resonated with you, leave a comment sharing what area of your life changed unexpectedly this week. I always love seeing how these energies unfold differently for each of you. And remember to also watch your rising sign horoscope. Very often, your rising sign reveals the deeper emotional storyline unfolding beneath the surface events. Take care of your heart this week, and I'll see you again soon beneath the stars.